Alright, saints, and welcome back to Uzi Talking To with me, Jeff Ollerhead, Scott Lowe and Glenn Makka. Straight Outta Seacombe, so Spotify and beyond, it's going mad, but you know what, you want to talk, give some love to the characters that you haven't mentioned.
The characters in the song, yeah.
So go on, Scotty. Oh, sorry, Glenn.
Well,
Glenn, come on,
I just feel like we need to talk about a few more, because obviously we mentioned about Mushy and Lager, but we never mentioned about Gatey, because I'm sure you've got a story or two about Gatey. And then Letty Spaghetti was the one for me.
Hang on, Letty
Spaghetti.
Is that a girl?
You say a girl, right? So it's complicated, right? So as I said, I moved over here and I didn't even know who she was. And the first thing kids
you probably walked up to me like, oh no, and she just went,
right, so basically, this is how my first ever encounter happened with Letty Spaghetti was. I was
What's she called Letty Spaghetti if you don't...
I think her real name was Letitia, but she was just an Albert. Apparently, someone told me she was a singer in the war, like a singer.
How old is she?
She was old, bloody
hell. 60s?
She used to walk around with a little dinosaur on the lead.
Yeah, like... she was a couple of quid short of a father, you know what I mean?
Oh, Christ,
right.
yeah.
But she used to terrorise the children of Seacombe, something rotten. So apparently, if you went up to her and tried to speak to her nicely, she'd gauge whether you were just taking the piss or not. And I had been told to go and speak to her by my mates who were like, oh no, she's lovely, she'll give you money for sweets. She'll give you money for sweets. All you've got to do is ask how she is and say that you're a good little piglet. Right, so I walked up and I was like, right, so I was like, hi Letty. She was like, I was like, I've been told to tell you I'm a good little piglet. She went whack with a walking stick straight away. Right, and she was like, ooh, little piglets, eh? She used to call everyone little piglet and whack you with a stick. Then a couple of months later, stick disappeared. She had a carrier bag. What was in the carrier bag?
She had a brick. Like one brick all crunched up.
So she's out of like just getting
you were getting it, yeah.
How old was you then, roughly?
13, 14, max.
You were a kid, yeah.
I was thick me though, I was stupid as a kid, so I was gullible. So if you told me that something was good, I'd go and do it. So they were like, she's lovely, go and ask her, she'll give you money for sweets.
Is she still going, is she?
Someone said she passed away, you know, but I'm not sure. Like, I imagine so she has, because when we were kids, she was old, you know what I mean?
You can tell her, once she got a person like around there, think that they're taking a piss out of it, so she's just full defensive.
Full defensive.
Yeah. But that's like a red like thing to a kid, because she used to get a buzz out of him. Knock the door, ginger, knock on the door, and then you know other people used to put dog poo on, knock on the door and come on, hey, hey, you bastard!
There you go. Yeah. And she come out Letty Spaghetti.
Yeah,
she'd follow you and stuff. Like, well,
she wouldn't leave it alone.
Yeah. Comment below for Letty Spaghetti.
That would get a lot of comments that night, because she probably put a lot of kids in the hostel here that bad, because she didn't know. She was
swinging, yeah.
Oh, I've seen the clock loads of lads. One of my mates there, he's a very good mate of mine, I'm not going to mention his name just in case he doesn't want me to. We were all there speaking to Letty. 1 minute she'll be alright, yeah, how are you, son? And then if you say one wrong word and she doesn't like it, she'll just go boom, and then she'll hit you with this bag of bricks. Anyway, we were all standing there, and my mates, nearly said his name then. Anyway, we stand there and he said something to her, and she just went, yeah. Clock! And she clocked him, hit him in her face, and he stumbled and he's like, she's just clocking he was eating midget gems and he threw it at him and it hit her. Like,
a midget gem?
Yeah, a midget gem cut her. And he was like, oh, he was proper, he was demoed, like, and he ran away. And his sister lived on the other side of the fence. He was on the trampoline at preschool and he's just bouncing up and down, looking at Letty. She's there with a bag of bricks. Yeah, she did not clock him with the bag.
So she hit him with a bag of bricks. He bound a midget gem off her head and cut her head open.
Cut her head on a midget gem?
Yeah. Oh, he felt
must have been jarred midget gem.
She felt bad, but she was walking around like 2 stitches in her head, like, say something.
She was a very, very intimidating old lady. I don't care what nobody says. All for 4'6", maybe 4'7".
She had a tattoo, right, of a bulldog with Seacombe underneath it. Nah, she never. She never. You were also wasted.
Right, moving on more characters. So you went on to Letty Spaghetti, or
I mentioned Biddy and Cooper as a joke. Like, Biddy and Cooper are like they're legends around here. Everyone knows Biddy and Cooper, so I thought I'll throw their name in there and Biddy, yeah, And Cooper, yeah. I say something like, I'm a Seacombe super, I'll make you drop your wallet like Biddy or Cooper. Not getting at them or not, it was just, you know, it was just picking them up.
Make you drop your wallet like Biddy or Cooper?
Make you drop your wallet like a Biddy or Cooper, yeah.
What, are the pickers?
Nah, the good fellas, mate, the
No, I'm only messing, I'm not just...
Nah, the side, yeah, the good fellas and that, but they're very well known around here, so I was just trying to throw in a couple of known names, do you know what I mean?
Brilliant.
That's just what ran.
The whole song is supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, do you know what I mean?
I like that,
It is supposed, like, everything about it's tongue-in-cheek, you know, and I do really apologise to the one who was fat and ginger, whose mama made cry. I didn't mean to, do you know what I mean? No, but yeah, and like, you know, it was just tongue-in-cheek, and some of the comments people have put about it brought them out of a bad place, and like, the kids are bouncing around and that, and then, so that's mission accomplished. So whether there is negativity around it, I'm not really bothered.
Do you know what? It's like, if you get like 99 people who like it and are buzzing from it, because as you said, it's tongue-in-cheek, that's what it's about, you're having a laugh, you know, it's nice to be here. You're only at one, aren't you?
It was only meant to be for Seacombe, do you know what I mean? It was just meant to be for Seacombe, it was just, if you grew up in Seacombe, you know exactly what we're talking about. So anyone else who, like, people were sharing, like, oh, this is embarrassing, isn't it? Well, it might be to you, but this was our childhood, this is what's went on in that, do you know
It's
what I mean?
amazing, because you know, like, you're reaching, like, say, the parts of Japan, and you know, because a lot of Japan people love, like, live like Merseyside with the Beatles. Yeah. Did you say something about, you know, your algorithms and you know, like countries that you're thinking, like Zimbabwe, there's something around to see.
There was a comment on the video of someone who said, I've lived in Asia for 20 plus years. And I can't believe that Nelson's still going or something, and that they used to drink in the sandbank. So like, it's things like that. So like, even if 100 people commented saying this is terrible, and that one comment said that, I don't even care. I don't even care, because I know, like, I even went to work, I work in a call centre, and it's not even in Seacombe, right? And everyone was going, oh my god, that video, see, it did, what's 35,000 views or something now? Yeah.
So on YouTube it's 35,000 views.
Yeah, but then on the social media, mate,
it's just gone nuts.
I had to share it. I always think if you see something good and it's funny, it makes you laugh, share it.
That's it,
You get loads of people always telling me, like, I won't share that, but you know what? Just share it, you know, share it. It's cost you nothing.
Exactly.
Make someone laugh, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Jeff. It was only last week I was making up super noodles in my kitchen, and now I'm a full-time rapper, mate. I'm on Spotify next week.
From noodles
to pasta.
And the fact that Frank's in the video as well, because Frank from Marley is obviously, he's like one of these TikTok things.
So when it started, the Marleys was with all the bongs and all that.
Yeah, so he's, because like Frank,
vapes,
yeah, Frank's a good friend of my family and that, and like, he was at my mum's funeral and everything, do you know what I mean? He's like, he's proper, him and his wife are proper people, like, and I love them. So the fact that he come into my video and was there acting a fool, just like, I get emotional, me, Jack. I
Let it flow.
I know.
Tears are good, you know. Crying.
I met Frank myself, like, I knew him about, like, Makka, like, and how I met Frank was, he does videos himself, same as me, like, he's been viral as well loads of times, and we're both on TikTok, we both got a big following each, and we found each other on there, and we were speaking and stuff, and we were like, oh, we definitely need to link up and do a video or whatever, and I went to meet him one day, and I was like, yeah, Frank, yeah, we'll do this, we were planning videos and that, and he was like, well, where do you drink? I said, I'm at Seacombe, lad, I drink in Caton's or whatever, but my family are all Birkenheaders, they drink in the Myrtle, and I was like, so I drink there as well, and he was like, yeah, do you know what, I go round the Myrtle now and again, you know, but I don't go there anymore, because the fella who used to go round and have a little drink with passed away, and I was like, oh right, I was like, what's the fella's name? He said, Tucker. I said, that's me dad, yeah, and he was like, no way, and I was like, yeah, no, we just, yeah, he only went there to see that.
Small world, you know.
Yeah, it was mad.
You got some famous people from the Mail, like that Charlie Lansbury.
Charlie Lansbury's always in there, yeah, he comes down.
Oh, Alex used to own it, Alex Mains, Big Alex.
Yeah, Big Alex, yeah. Never...
Alright, Sally, watching this.
Yeah.
Here's your plug there,
Stephen,
yeah. Then quiet, but don't mess with them. Just pick it up, outside. Get outside. Yeah. No messing, but that's it. Characters like that, you always know that you know, you mess around, but if you start throwing fists and stuff like that, you're gonna get it back.
We're lovers, not fighters, us.
Yeah. So anyway, look, on the spots is fine. You got it's a free to you got to pay to go to get it now.
Right. So what's happened
How does it work?
It's been sent off to everywhere, every single distributor.
And all that,
every if you can name one, it's getting sent to there, and it gets available from the 4th of February. But if you go on Spotify, the GdoubleE, that's me, the GdoubleE one, you can go and pre-save it to your playlist. So it'll be on your release radar. It'll be on iTunes, Deezer, YouTube Music. It's literally every single platform.
You name it, we've completed it.
It'll be 99p on iTunes, and whatever we get off that, we've decided to do something good with the money. We're not going to tell you now, but we're going to do something really good with the money.
That's brilliant. You know, understand. You know, that's amazing. So listen, 99p. Come on, you get a Mackey's burger for what, 120 or?
Yeah.
It's the same sort with the cheese, no, that normal burger.
Do them double please burgers.
Double. It's just the same as a double please burger.
It's getting cheese, that joke, lads.
Leave it out. So moving on then. So you're going in, and there's other projects, and what you've done, and you said before, if you don't mind me saying, is that like you've gone the right way, where you're using your mind, and you think, I'm using what's going on today with all the you know, the IT, all the computers and stuff, and getting people out there. You're not on the streets doing what, like your mates, you say, because you were a bit of a scally man.
When I was a kid, I was
right.
I was naughty, mate. You know what I mean? I was a little scally. But when I hit 16, like I started going to the pub, and my dad didn't drink, obviously, but I used to go around there, and I used to just sit there and be fascinated by all the old school stories they've been and done in their past now, and I was sitting there one day when I was 16. I was like, do you know what? These stories are amazing and that, but I can't live like that. Do you know what I mean? And I can't live like always looking over my shoulder and stuff like that. So I kind of like opted out of it, and the lads who I was hanging around with carried on doing what we were doing, and you know, often we're in jail and that now, Jeff, and I'm just happy to be here, mate. So,
just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here. But,
you're probably watching in jail as well.
Mate, no, listen to this. One of the viral videos I've done a viral video. I called me mate, you know, a gym head video, and you know, Zach.
So tell us about that. In fact, that you know, I missed out. So tell me.
Basically, right, I've done a video. I was like, this is how you catch the world's biggest fish, right here in Birkenhead, because I went to Birkenhead Dock to do it, like. And I've grabbed my fishing rod, and I went, this is all you need, a fishing rod and a protein bar and a bit of protein powder. You're flying, world's biggest fish, stay here and watch this. Went down the dock, tied the fishing wire to the protein bar, cast out, and I've got the protein powder and I'm throwing it in, and as I'm wheeling in, you can see the rod bending and off, and I'm like, I've caught it, the world's biggest fish, here in Birkenhead. Rod's nearly... And as it got closer, you just see this big, baldy, typical juice head, you know, big lad he is. He's a big lad. And he's getting closer, and he's just going, move, with this protein bar in his mouth. And I've jumped in the water, and I picked him up, and I'm going, here we have it, the world's biggest meathead fish you'll ever see. And that went viral, like, that got 1.4 million views.
And it's a shame, you know, the lad that... It was obviously
Zach, big up Zach.
Big up Zach, so he's jumped in. He's jumped into the
He's
dock.
jumped in the dock for me.
What's the trolleys? How many trolleys are in there from the quicksand?
Yeah, big Zach, like big back Zach we call him. He's a very good mate of mine, and he's like, yeah, I'll do it for you, lad. No worries. Yeah, so that went viral. And my mate rang me. He was like, I don't know number. I was like, well, who's this? So I answered it. And I always answer the phone by saying, those bananas you send that we bend them. And next thing you know, it was about 7. I'm going, wow, lad, he's sick here. I was like, wow, what's going on here? He's like, lad, he's a sick kid. I'm like, hello, who's that? He's like, lad, it's blah, blah. And I'm like, wow, what's happening, lad? Are you good? What are you doing with yourself? He was like, lad, I'm in rowing now, lad. Everyone's buzzing by on the wing. I'm just going over and I'm like, wow, lad, I haven't spoke to you for about 10 years since school. He was like, sick though, aren't I? I was like...
Yeah, get behind your door.
Oh, yeah.
I know, so they all chose the wrong path, you know.
That's
what it's all about choices, you know, it's a slippery slope, you know. But there's tools and I know there's means out there. So are you working now as in
I was working making the sleepers for the rails. And my mate's got his own window cleaner round, and I got furloughed on the rails. So I jumped on the windows with him on a slide.
What was that?
Yeah. Well, no, the pole system and that. And he was like, do you want to come work for me? And he was like, I'm matching money. 5 hours a day. Where do I sign? So yeah, I do that now, yeah.
And he gets extra money from them 50 quid challenges. So he's
yeah.
flying, really.
Yeah.
So that's great. So you're always out working, looking for jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as one said, you said to me before, at least you're free. You know, people might say, I'm not doing a window cleaning ground. I'd always selling this because you make more of that.
Nah, well, yeah.
You know what? Freedom.
I got that job just before my dad died, and my dad used to be a window cleaner, right? And he was buzzing. I've had some good jobs, me, Jeff. I've had some really good jobs. I'm a railway engineer, and I've been about, like, and
Planes, eh?
but I'm like, round my dad, I'm like, Dad, he's like, what's son? I went, I've got another job here. He's like, what is it? I went, getting on the windows, and he was like, you're not. I said, yeah, but he was doing backflips. He was like, I used to be on the windows, you know, son.
You finished by 2 or 3.
Yeah. He was, I finished. Well, that's what they used to do back in the day. They used to go out, didn't they? Grab the little towels or whatever. They'll they're 30, 40 quid just to go down to Shepherd's. Do you know what I mean? Just to get the beer money in and that.
Is that the Shepherds at the bottom of the union?
That's the Shepherd's at the bottom of the union.
Is that where the old school is?
Back to the song, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, boys, it's been absolutely pleasure to meet you today. And you know what? Plug it out, boys, girls and boys, and who's watching this. Please follow the links below to watch the video where it happens. Subscribe, right, to this channel. And also, can you subscribe to your channel, which is...
GdoubleE, which is G, the word double, then E.
And you'll follow me on all social media at Scott Lowe Snaps.
Thank you very much. Take it easy.